Hey, what's up? Now, I want to talk about something that's pretty stupid. Come from these black liberals who think that it's wrong for a guy to date his own. So, context-wise, so I did a video out there about this guy going to all 50 states to date like one woman from every state, which makes sense. And it's on TikTok. I'm not gonna look for the video, but I'm just gonna talk about. And when he got to Hawaii and stuff like that, and just like some basic stuff and shit. I think it was Hawaii and one more. I forgot it was. No, that's like side of the point. And some black female TikTokers who were liberal were saying that there were no black women in there. So what? The guy has his type. Everyone has their type. Because guess what? I don't... It's like this. I got my type of woman. Someone who is very kind. Who cares for me. And that's what I want to see in a personality-wise. Looks-wise... someone who not too chunky. Does that work? And that's really it for me. But other guys may have, like, they want, like, skinnier women. They want someone who's white. So on and so forth. Everyone got their type. But the black liberals these black liberal women are saying that there's no diversity when the guy's dating white women, basically. And she trying to say, a lot of them are, like, saying, like, that he is racist or something, that he's not dating any of them. Guess what? You're not his type. He wants he's looking for a certain type. That's how it is. And besides, don't forget, these black liberal women, they will say that black men should stay in their league. Alright? So, of how they normally would act towards you about something is that they're going to scream at you about, like, oh, I don't like you dating a blank woman. This is for example. I'm not going to go full context of this shit. Let's just say, for example, this black woman, she says, well, I want black men to date us. But, if the guy says that, he wants to date out of his race. That means someone who's Asian, Hispanic, white, or whatever, right? What if he wouldn't So I can't speak. Sorry about that, my mind is like a buckled. But that's what I mean. What if he wanted this out? That one will get mad and say, no, you should stay inside. That's not how you do it. These black women will also say that they don't want to date black men. Let's be honest here. Some of them don't want to date black men. Some of them will say that they don't want to date outside the race. It's like this. Everyone, like I said, had their taste in people. You may have a taste in trans folks. You may have a taste in, I don't know, straight folks, bisexual folks, gay folks, lesbian folks, whatever. But guess what? That's why that we have our own taste. I love my women who are very kindful. Guess what? When I say women, I mean biological women, not trans women. Guess what? I don't want that in my life. That's what I mean. That, guess what? I have my own flavor. You have your own. But don't forget, these black liberals and liberals in general will say that they don't want any white folks near them. And shit. And I'm like, guess what? No one wants you because of your personality. It's not your looks, honey. It's not anything that you say. It's just how you act towards people. You're very, how can you say, disgruntled. There you go. You're very disgruntled that when no one want to date you, that you scream bigotry, racism, sexism, and everything that you think you're going to be okay with shape. That's not how you do it. If you want to get a man, guess what? Listen to me about this shit. keep up in mind, if that guy doesn't want to date you, guess what? Let him do his thing. If you want to date a white man, go for it. But guess what? White men come in different flavors and personalities. If you want someone who's kind, go for it. If you want someone who's a simp, what is wrong with you? If you want someone who's a pimp, why? Let's be honest here. Why would you want a simp or a pimp? Neither one of them is good. If you want someone with anger issues, you really need to go to a doctor. Because go for whatever you want. It's like this, you get daddy issues, go for it. If you want someone with the pimp issues, go for it. Go for anything you want. But guess what? When it comes to bite you on the ass, they're gonna bite you on the ass. That's why keep open mind when it comes to dating people. And guess what? And this is to any liberal who is very extreme about trans folks dating straight folks or something. I saw on Twitter a few days ago. I know. This is like in general for like liberals who are on the extremist part. There's this thing that I saw that says like 98% of straight men will not date trans women, I think it said. And it said on top fight bigotry. And I'm like, no, it's not bigotry. I don't want a dick near me. I don't want if I'm dating a trans woman, if I'm dating a woman and they say that they're a woman, I want a biological woman. I don't want a trans woman. Guess what? That ain't bigotry. That is, guess what? My type. I want a person who's the type. I don't want, it's like this. I'm not being transphobic or anything. I'm saying that, guess what? Everyone has their own flavor of what they want. Taste in what they want. But you don't like that, guess what? You gotta deal with that. You gotta deal with what you gotta go with. You don't like it? Guess what? Work for it. If no one's gonna date you, fix your personality. You will have a shit personality to that person or people. It's like the one phrase that says, what's it called? Treat people how you want to treat them. If you don't know what the phrase thing is, in simple terms of it, if you treat someone very well, then they'll treat you very well. But if you treat them like shit or tell them to piss off, then they're gonna tell you the same exact things. Treat someone how you could treat them, and they're gonna treat you the same way. That's how you gotta deal with it. And if you don't like that, guess what? You gotta deal with the reality of it. The reality of dealing with this BS that you want to think of throwing out here, trying to say that anyone who doesn't date you is wrong. It's not wrong. I just don't find a certain types very valuable. Did he say that right? Huh. I don't think I did. But in reality, I'm not saying this in a mean way. I'm saying it in a way to keep you to the point that if you want to find a person, let those type of people date what they want. You don't like it? It's not their issue. To go back to your types. Same thing with the black liberals. Guess what? If you black liberals don't want black men to be outside the race, but they want to go outside the race, guess what? Let them be outside their race. They don't want to date you. But if a white man want to date a white woman in 50 states or whatever, let him. He's not going for you. He will look deep into your soul. Because guess what? The human eye has the sense to tell you what do you see. Are you black women who are very extreme about, I don't know, anything that you don't agree with? Guess what? You need to listen to your mind. And you think that if they don't date you, then that's racist. It's not racist. Guess what? You need to wake up to reality. The world is not going to fix itself around you. So you could be walking around with a fucking dildo on your ass. and everyone could be bowing down to you, be like, "Oh yes, my queen." That's not the reality. You're not special. You're just every normal person like us. We're all depressing. Guess what? You don't like it? Deal with it. God. It's kind of like what I'm going for. Also, I don't know what to name this title actually. Shit. What should you name this video actually? Uh, should I name it? That it's not wrong. It's you can date anyone you want. I think I named it that. I don't know what to name it. Yeah, see what I mean? I don't know. I'm clueless on this one now. But if but if you can like this, like and subscribe, you need to. You don't have to, but hey, help me get to my goal. I'll see how I can do. Okay, but yeah, like I said, do all that stuff in case you want. I am probably going to do something. I don't know. I'll be honest.